Alright guys, so I want to talk about My Hero Academia World's Heroes Mission. This is a spoiler review. I'm not going to summarize the movie because I'm assuming that you already saw it. This is for people that already saw it. So the movie itself, World Heroes Mission, we already know what it's about. So we got this terrorist organization called Humorize, and they hate quirks, so they want to get rid of all the quirks. They have bombs around the whole planet, and basically the heroes are split up into teams to go to these locations to disarm the bombs. That's why it's called World's Hero Mission. They're going around the world. So I think this is a pretty unique premise because they're building off of shit that's happening in the anime, which is good because their motive has to do with the doomsday theory about quirks that was introduced in this season. Yeah, they're tying into the main canon. So even if this movie isn't canon, because it isn't, it's based off of the Endeavor training arc, which most of that was pretty much filler. If it is canon, if it could be considered canon, like it fits in perfectly. It's crazy, but it was not in the manga. If they come out and say it's canon, then it's canon. You know what I mean? Or it might be like a Dragon Ball situation where the anime has its own canon. But I digress. The movie itself was alright. It introduced this character named Rhodey, who was initially supposed to help these guys rob a bank and bring the jewelry over to, basically he was like a middleman. But his suitcase got mixed up, and instead he got the terrorist suitcase. Their plans for the fucking killing all the quirk users on the planet. So yeah, he got tangled up. Deku got tangled up with him. They didn't like that, so they framed Deku for mass murder. How did they do that? Simple. They just reported that he did it, but there was no actual bodies. They just said that he did it, and since it's on the news, he did it, if that makes sense. The police were corrupt, so this terrorist organization had ties to the police, and they already corrupted it. So basically, this whole movie is just fucking Deku and this kid Rhodey fucking traveling together, running away from the police, trying to get to this border so they could leave the country that they were currently in. Which, it sort of had like a road trip feel to it, but this wasn't just a road trip movie because we know why this is even happening. This kid is on the run. There's people coming after his life. So I want to say things in the movie don't really turn up until like near the end. And this movie really focuses on Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. Alright, so they're fighting these people that are with Humorize. Even though they have quirks, they agree with Humorize, so I guess they're dissatisfied with their quirks. I have no idea. You know what it is. So Bakugo, he ends up fighting these twins. I apologize for not remembering the names. I only seen the movie once. But these guys, it was a blade quirk. Think of it like almost like Renji's sword from Bleach, just not as lethal. So yeah, Bakugo ended up getting cut the fuck up because their team synergy was just that awesome. It was a really cool Bakugo fight. Like, on God, bro. Like, that fight was crazy. Bakugo, oh shit. And then when Bakugo was doing good, they used that quirk enhancement drug that was introduced in the first movie and also used in the anime. And they ended up turning into like these mutant fucking psychopaths with blades all over their bodies. And I really felt bad for Bakugo, man. I mean, Bakugo is just getting angry, but at the same time, he's getting cut the fuck up. And this isn't like a regular fight. He's not getting beat. He's getting cut, bro. Like, they're cutting this dude. They cut his eye at one point. Now, I don't think it reached his eyeball. But yeah, Bakugo really had to try in this fight. I don't know if I ever seen him try this hard in the anime during a fight, because this dude was going hard. Like, no, in anime, Bakugo's never had a fight like this. Like, 1v, well, it wasn't 1v1, but this was Bakugo's fight. This was his fight alone. And he kicked 100% complete ass. There was this technique that he used to end the fight. I forgot the name. It was on Jump Force. He used it on the anime, but this movie made it look so cool. They made it look so cool, and he just fucking toasted these two kids. Just blasted them to oblivion. Bodied Bakugo for the win. I think it's the second best fight in the movie. Todoroki's fight. His fight was alright. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the boy Todoroki, but the fact that all I remember from the fight is him being underwater and being suffocated. Yeah, that fight was alright. It wasn't anything special. I wasn't impressed or anything. Just the Bakugo fight had me. The Deku fight? That was interesting. Who's the name of that final villain? Shit. The leader of Humorize. I forgot his name. But this dude's quirk was reflection, so every blow Deku threw at him, it was reversed back to him. So if he hit him with a smash, Deku got smashed instead. Now, with a quirk like that, I pretty much already know the direction of the movie, how Deku was going to beat him. Obviously, he was going to have to overload his quirk somehow, because there's going to be a limit to how much this dude could deflect back. You know what I mean? Like, this is All Might's quirk. There's no way this dude would be able to deflect a punch from All Might. But he's fighting Deku. Deku isn't as strong as All Might. So I'm not gonna lie, this whole fight, it really wasn't a fight. It was just a boy hurting himself. That's that's what this fight was. He kept getting back up, commendable, you know, and as anime protagonist does. But it was like he was hitting himself. It was actually getting boring to watch. I mean, he was getting bloody. Like, he was basically beating the shit out of himself for like the entire fight. It wasn't until he got like really serious that it started hitting the fan. And what did he do? Now, this fight was going to be a make or break for me, okay? So the final battle of this movie was going to be a make or break for me because of the previous movie, Heroes Rising. If you guys remember that movie, then the final battle in that movie was crazy, bro. So now let me just talk about the final battle here. So the final battle in this movie was going to be a make or break for me because I wanted to see Deku use One for All 100%, because that's the transformation he has right now, baby. You know what I mean? That's all he's got. And as the fight went on, it was getting longer and the movie was coming to a close, and I was like, bro, are they not going to use the form? Because Deku already started affecting, he started to overload his quirk already without using the transformation. So I was pretty much giving up, and then he did it. He used the One for All 100%, and bro, when I said he fucked this was more spectacular than his fight with Overhaul. This dude, Midoriya, was making the after image. He was doing the classic anime trope that never gets old. Rapid, fast punches. This super fast punches that Kenshiro started. Yes, is coming back full circle, baby. Fucking just blitzing on this guy. Start Platinum all the way. Dragon Ball, whatever fucking series you like, it most definitely probably has someone beating the shit out of someone with lightning fast punches. That's like a quirk. I fucking love that. I don't know why. It's just one of my favorite things to see. And Deku just beats the shit out of this dude, and he's making after images while doing it, and the after images are punching him too. It was just an ass beating to behold that I wasn't expecting. Yeah, that guy got fucked up. Like, that dude got bodied. Like, he couldn't deflect shit after that. Like, Deku just toasted his cheeks. Like, just give up on everything. And yeah, it ended up being a spectacular final battle. Now, was the final battle as good as Heroes Rising, the previous My Hero Academia movie? Now, well, I want to say that Deku's feats on this movie using One for All was different because he's doing shit that we've never seen him do before. Like, these were new feats, alright? We've never seen him do this before. And if he felt stronger, well, that is the case, I think that Heroes Rising had a better final battle. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, alright? Don't think the movie's ass. You need to understand that Heroes Rising, that movie, the final battle for that movie, is a scrapped fight that was planned for the actual manga. And this was said. And you could tell because the guy that they're fighting literally has almost a nerfed version of All For One's quirk. So it makes you think that, man, All For One was really going to get the shit beat out of him by One For All Deku and One For All Bakugo. Because in this movie, when they fight the villain, who copies people's quirks, but he has to have the exact same blood type, it fucking sucks. He gives One For All to Bakugo, and he's ready to give up his quirk. Like, his quirk is gone after this, right? But since Bakugo activated after such a short amount of time of getting Deku's quirk, they were both able to use One For All at the exact same time. And Bakugo somehow, he just goes full on 100% just like Deku. And Bakugo just looks straight up like a Super Saiyan. And they just go and they start beating this motherfucker's ass. Now, what I thought this movie was going to do, since the first poster was saying he will meet the Three Musketeers, I thought it was going to be some Dragon Ball Z Super Android 13 shit. Deku was going to give One For All to Bakugo and Todoroki, and then they were just going to just jump him. Now, I don't see him surviving that. If that were to happen, I think he would die. Being honest, I want to see that in the future. I really do. But Now, if you haven't seen the movie and you're watching this spoiler, I'm talking about the second movie. The second movie came out in 2019. There's nothing I can do about that. And what's interesting about Bakugo taking his quirk is that it didn't go through 100%. Because I think he lost consciousness. And the transaction wasn't complete. So Deku pretty much somehow reabsorbed his quirk before the passage was done. And Bakugo lost all memories of ever using One for All. So that pretty much, they didn't want it to fucking interfere with the anime's canon. Which it still does because they broke their fucking limbs. And what did that nurse say was going to happen to Deku if he broke his arms again? Permanent arm damage? Yeah. He breaks his arms on World Heroes Mission 2. Yeah, these movies are non-canon, so there are no consequences. So he's free to break as many limbs as he wants, and when the actual series goes back, it's gonna be like it never happened. If Deku was to get a nasty ass scar on his body, like let's say some dude with a Zabuza quirk, alright, just go with it, a Zabuza quirk that lets him make a sword, and he slashes Deku's body, alright, he has this disgusting wound, and later in the movie he heals and he has a scar. When the anime comes back, that scar is going to magically disappear because this shit is non-canon. That's just the way it is. But the movie itself was still pretty good. I'm glad I got to see 100% Deku because we don't see enough of that. We only seen it twice. One against Overhaul and once against, what the fuck was that dude's name? From the second movie, Heroes Rising. So I'd like to see more One for All. And he didn't have Eri with him, you know what I mean? Eri wasn't here to heal him, but like I said, non-canon, so there's no need for shit like that. This is like this version of My Hero Academia's version of Super Saiyan at the moment. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. Worth a watch. Go watch this shit. Spoiler review is done. Yeah, fuck. Oh, wait. No, this review's not fucking done. I do have one gripe with the movie. On all of the promotion, we have Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki dressed in black. Right? They only wear that shit for 5 fucking minutes at the beginning of the movie, and then they never wear it again. Why the fuck are they promoting that like that's their movie outfit? That shit was disappointing as hell. Imagine One for All 100% dressed in black. That would have been so fucking cool. That was such a letdown. This is a different kind of clickbait. I felt like I've been robbed. The movie was good, but just should have had them wear that for the whole movie. Disappointing. But, just a small gripe. It's just, why even promote it if they're not even going to wear it for the whole movie? Know what I mean? Like, they went hard with the promotion having them wear black. Watch them make them wearing black like a DLC on the My Hero game or some shit. Just for marketing. And action figures. Like, whatever. They're just there for money, obviously, right? But that's pretty much it, guys. Looks cool, whatever. Maybe we'll get in the game and get Deku to go One for All while he's wearing it or some shit. Whatever. As long as it's not a DLC, just make it a free costume, or I'm not paying for that shit with DLC. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next My Hero Academia video whenever that happens. Peace.